Police officers often think that wearing a blue uniform gives them immense power. This power makes them feel like they can enforce their own laws. Today we're talking about police officers who tried to feed their egos by lying to citizens. Let's check out the video. This man was exercising his constitutional rights by filming a security department building. A female cop approached him claiming he couldn't film because the security people didn't like it. The thing is, even if they don't like it, they can't stop him from filming since he's on a public sidewalk. The female cop got upset when the man said he would leave once she did. She didn't like being told what to do because she thought she was in the right. She asked for the man's ID, which he didn't have to give since he hadn't done anything wrong. The female cop, who's supposed to uphold the law, sort of hinted that the guy couldn't film in public.
Am I detained?
Am I detaining you? I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, am I detained?
You're out here doing something that Homeland Security does not want people doing. They do not want them filming.
Right.
This is a Homeland Security site.
Are you familiar with the Department of Homeland Memo 2018? It was in 2010. It was 2000. You can look it up. You have a database.
Do you have it on you?
No, I don't have it on. I don't carry it on
Are
me.
you Mr. Wolf?
Yeah, you guys know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Right. And I'm on a public sidewalk, public utility pole. I'm not on their property. I didn't commit a crime and I don't need the ID. And you know who I am already. And you can just tell these guys, that I'm okay to be on the sidewalk and filming.
You're not okay to be filming. You're not okay to be filming.
Okay.
What's your name?
Well, you guys already know that, right?
Philip Wolf?
No, it's not. I wish not to answer any more questions at this time.
Then you can leave.
I can leave, right? So I'm free to stay, I'm free to go?
No, free to go.
Free to go?
Leave from this area or you're going to be arrested for obstruction.
Okay, as soon as you leave, I'll leave.
No.
You can watch me.
You don't tell me what to do.
Oh my God.
You don't tell me to leave.
Do you have your body cam on? Is your body cam on?
It's always on.
Thank you.
Okay.
The female cop got really frustrated when she realized she had no authority over this man, so she threatened to arrest him for obstructing the police. After that, her colleagues showed up. Another cop joined the female cop, and they tried to charge the guy with trespassing. Have these cops ever heard the definition of trespassing? No one can charge someone who's on the sidewalk with trespassing, right?
You are obstructing right now, and you're obstructing with a Homeland Security site.
I'm just filming from a public sidewalk.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You are not, and the security's out here telling you that you are not allowed to do that.
Well, security's
out here telling you that you are
misinformed.
not allowed to do that. They are not misinformed. You are going to end up on a Homeland Security watch site because you're out here filming when you're being told not to.
I have backup coming over here. This lady is standing way too close to me right now. I'm gonna back up.
You told me to leave.
She's approaching me. I'm trying to leave and she's approaching me.
You're not trying to leave. You're trying to make a bigger scene.
I'm trying to leave and you're approaching me.
Then leave. Go.
Let me leave.
Then leave.
Do I have to go that way or can I go anyway?
Leave. Go.
Get out of here, Brian. You're trespassing. This is no property. Get out.
I'm trespassing. Oh, okay. It's a Ryan Gilligan, right?
Get in, buddy. How
You're
are you?
famous, bro.
How you making out?
Good, man.
All right, get out of
How
here.
you doing? Get out of here.
Go off the property.
All right. I'm not on the property, though. I'm on the public sidewalk.
This is theirs.
This is theirs. I'm going to look it up. Okay.
All right, have a good day, man.
All right. That's the case. Then you guys gave me a mighty break today.
Okay, thank
But I think it's a public sidewalk.
you. Not theirs.
Not.
It's not? Is theirs? Can I go over here?
Sidewalk.
I can't film from over there? I can't video the refinery? All right, guys.
All right.
Glad to see you again, man. Glad you're doing well, bro. Yeah. Yes, sir, man.
Take care.
All right.
We've all heard stories about bad cops. Imagine a cop who thinks he can do whatever he wants. Take, for example, this cop, who got annoyed because two guys filmed him in a police car. He asked them for ID just because they were there. The guys started laughing, surprised by the confidence displayed by this cop. However, this was enough for the cop to escalate the situation further. Even though the guys asked for a supervisor, the cop only said he would call one later. It's his duty to call one right away. He can't choose when or if to call a supervisor. It's literally in his job description. But the cop's ego was too big to handle the fact that these guys were laughing at him. So he decided to arrest them without any explanation or reason.
Since you're here, I want to see both of you IDs.
What?
What? Is this a joke? No, it's not. Do I look like I'm playing?
Can you call your sergeant?
Both of you IDs.
I don't have ID.
I need ID.
I don't have ID.
No, yeah, I'm going to call my sergeant when I finish getting your ID.
I don't have
Okay,
ID.
so put your hands in there.
Is this a lawful order?
It is.
How is it lawful?
Because I'm giving it to you.
Listen, you
Okay, okay. So let's talk about later. Your hands behind your back.
You're being
Put your
recorded.
hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Your hands behind your
I'm
back.
not resisting.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Put your hands behind your back. Come here.
I don't have ID.
I have a set of handcuffs for you.
I
too.
don't have ID. For what? What are you handcuffing him for?
Wait, call your sergeant. Call your sergeant.
I will.
What's the crime?
I will.
Relax.
What's the crime? What are you doing?
What crime did I commit? Can you tell me? What crime did I commit? Relax.
Don't worry about it. Come over here, Papa. You're right there.
What are you doing?
You're right.
What's your name and badge number? Don't break my. What are you doing? Breaking my arm.
I'll tell you something, bro. That's the code 901, that's 151, brother.
Then the cop claimed that he had to handcuff these two because they posed a danger to his safety. Yeah, right. He told one of them that they couldn't decide how he does his job and that only he gets to do that, which is far from the truth. Police officers are not above the law. They are law enforcers, which means they should follow the law and act according to it, not according to their feelings. The fact that he said he handcuffed them just because he wanted to says a lot about this cop's personality.
What crime did we commit? You know the statute 901, that's 151?
Okay, let's continue listening. Come over here. Have a seat. You sit on top of him.
No.
Yes.
I have a question. Why did you throw us in the back seat?
Because no los iba a tener en medio de la calle por gusto ahí.
Papi, dame en la acera.
Sí, pero you guys were handcuffs for my safety. No los iba a tener
Okay.
para que fueran un espectáculo. No, vamos,
Okay,
papi, it's very simple. It's very simple. Very simple. Okay, all kidding aside. The one who dictates how I do my job is me, not you.
I didn't dictate nothing.
Okay, so why did I put you in the back of my car?
He's making it clear.
Why did I put you in the back of my car? Because I wanted to. Thank you.
Wanted to? Can you repeat that?
Why did you let us go?
For what?
Because I wanted to.
Why did?
But out of nowhere, the cop decides to release the guys, citing once again that it was because he wanted to. He seemed eager to show that he could do whatever he wanted and face no consequences. The supervisor eventually joined the scene, and when he spoke, it became apparent why the cops under his command behaved in this manner. Despite letting the guys explain what happened, the only thing the supervisor focused on was the guys not showing their IDs when asked. The supervisor defended the cop, even suggested he suspected the guys were up to no good. Just because they were filming? What's the point of constitutional law if the police act as if it doesn't exist?
Thank you.
Wanted to? Can you repeat that?
Why did you let us go?
Detained me for what?
Because I wanted to.
Why did you let us go?
I wanted to.
Around, dog.
You saw I
play
don't
around with that badge.
You
bro.
saw
play
it.
around with it.
You
too
saw I
much,
don't
dog.
play either.
You don't deserve to have that fucking.
You don't have your lights on, man. You don't look. You got a car behind you. Put your emergency lights, man. I'm professional, guys, man. What's going on, Sarge? LT, we got a huge problem with this officer right here. Yeah, we need to file a complaint on this gentleman.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Okay, we were walking by like this. Look. We got here. He calls us to the car.
Why don't you stand over here where I can hear you, man?
Just letting you know what's going on. Just 'cause I need both of your IDs right now. For what crime did we commit? For your ID for what? Get out the car and enseguida puts me in handcuffs, goes me back in the car along with this guy. Just because he wanted our information, bro.
Let me ask you a question, man. When he asked for your ID, did you give it to him?
I don't get to
No, we
Joey's have to give your ID.
no, that's not the
Statute
law.
901-151, unless I commit a crime about to or had. You know what else?
But you don't know if he thinks you committed a crime, right?
For walking in the
He
sidewalk?
couldn't
Listen
come
to
up
me
with
for a
nothing.
second,
He
guys.
couldn't come up with
Let me talk for a
anything.
second. You don't know if they just put out a bolo right now for a guy wearing all black.
To make matters worse, the supervisor told the guys that they had to obey every order the officer gave them. The cop must have felt proud because his supervisor was defending him. Worst of all, the supervisor caused the opposite effect. Instead of teaching him how to de-escalate situations like this, he fed the cop's ego even more. Who knows how he's going to escalate the situation next time?
When something happens and an officer asks you for ID, you can't be like, you don't got no reason. That's why you guys got to do what you're told until you. No, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is how it works. This is 100% how it works.
Yeah, that's why we're out here.
Because
We're out here, we're not going to jail.
anytime an officer is conducting an investigation, you got to do what you're told, my friend.
Nope.
Been sitting on the road.
You are not the person that decides that.
Officer, you don't know the law. You're just talking. You're talking out of your.
Police,
We're looking at it by the law.
The law, sir. The law. 901.151.
and add me to your complaint.
Read me a
My name is
statute.
Lieutenant Carpenter. My badge
Lieutenant,
number
you're
is
a lieutenant,
0867.
and you're
Yeah,
talking.
you needs to be fired.
Exactly, because I know what I'm talking about.
You have no idea what you're talking about. All you know is the boot.
See who wins.
These cops were in the middle of their investigation when they noticed a man sitting on the curb filming everything. A sergeant decided to approach him and ask what was going on, urging him to leave. Little did the sergeant know he encountered a man well-versed in his rights and how to defend them against such cops. The man explained that he was recording police officers in different situations because he believed people had the right to see how public servants paid from their taxes were actually behaving. However, the sergeant still insisted on the man's reason for filming. The man gave him a very simple reason. He was filming because he had every right to do so.
Don't want to talk, thanks though.
Oh, that's fine. You involved with this at all? I'm going to be taking her car.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You mind? Can I ask you for a favor? Since my officer is still conducting the investigation.
You can ask me for whatever favors you want, but I'm not going to do it. No, there's no reason for me to back up. What's your name?
My name is Sergeant Mata.
Sergeant Mata.
Sawarita PD.
Okay, there's absolutely nothing I'm doing that's interfering with your investigation. What I'm doing is a constitutionally protected activity.
All right.
I am documenting what's going on here. I'm not interfering with you. You don't interfere with me. Turn around, walk away.
It is
I said
15
turn around,
feet away.
walk
No,
away.
no.
I said turn around, walk
too
away.
close to the
Turn
traffic.
around, walk
This is why
away.
I made
You know,
contact.
the Supreme Court disagrees with
that's
you.
fine.
So shut up and walk away.
And what's your involvement here on this?
I'm documenting it
For what purpose?
because it's my right to do so. The
Okay.
people want to see what you're doing, and we have every damn right to see it.
And that's fine.
Then walk
Have
away.
you noticed anything wrong?
Then walk away.
Okay.
Not until
I
you
need-
walked up.
No.
Then walk away.
Wrong.
I don't want to
My
hear you. You're
officers-
still running your mouth.
My officers.
You're still
here
doing
are
this,
conducting
and I need you
traffic
doing this.
stop. Okay.
Walk away.
When the man asked him to leave, the cop explained he was concerned about his employee's safety and intended to stay. It seems odd that so many armed cops would be afraid of a man with no weapon sitting on the curb with just a camera. Clearly, the sergeant's presence wasn't about the safety of his officers. It was more about his ego and not allowing him to apologize and walk away. The man kept provoking the sergeant, telling him he was only digging himself into a deeper hole, and even sarcastically suggesting someone bring him a shovel just to make it easier.
I'm gonna remain here for my officers, just to make sure that everything's fine, because I don't even know who you are.
You don't need to know
Did
who I
you
am.
identify yourself to anybody?
Did you identify
Okay.
yourself?
You mentioned that you
You're
had
a
something to
public
do with
servant.
him. I am. I identify myself.
You don't need to
Sergeant
know who I
Mata
am. You need to
Sawarita
shut the
Police.
hell up and walk away. You
I'll
work for
remain
me.
here. I don't have to
You
do
work
for
for me.
I don't have to.
Okay, when I give you an order, you obey. Do you understand, sir?
No, I do not.
Go ahead and have a
That's
seat
not-
over there.
that's not how
Have
it
a seat
works.
over there on the train tracks for me while I
That's
figure
not
out who
how it
you are.
works. I'll remain
Hey
where
guys,
I'm at.
I need you to call in
I'll remain.
Sergeant Mata with Sarita Police Department. We need to find out who. Sit on the curb while we figure out who. Are you under
I'll remain
investigation?
where I'm at.
Are you under investigation for anything?
I am here with my officers.
Are you under
I will remain
investigation?
here.
Are you-
We're conducting a traffic stop.
Are you?
And I'm done talking.
Are you under investigation for anything? Are you
I'm
pleading the
done
fifth
talking.
on that? Yeah, we'll find out.
You do what you must, sir.
You're under investigation now.
Do what
You are
must.
now under investigation.
That's fine. As long as you don't come close to my
You want a
office,
shovel to
that's
keep digging your hole? Hey, go
fine.
grab him a shovel. You can keep digging it deeper if
Stay
you
where you are.
want.
Just
Yeah,
stay
keep
where
running
you
your
are.
mouth.
We'll be
Keep
fine.
talking. Keep talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig it deeper, buddy. They can't just shut their mouths and just leave it alone. Cannot do it. Have to try to assert unlawful authority.
The sergeant did nothing useful except make his department look desperate. The sergeant scolded the man for not identifying himself, even though he himself hadn't done so. The only difference was that the man didn't have to identify himself, while the sergeant did. The real problem here is that all the cops were in the middle of a traffic stop investigation, and what was their sergeant doing? He was wasting time on the man filming instead of doing his actual job.
Just absolutely cannot shut up and leave people alone. It's Sarita Police Department. It's Sergeant Mata, M-A-T-A. Probably need to have his supervisor tell him to shut the hell up and go home. All these officers have this under control. She's writing her citation. We're going to get the vehicle parked. The Sarge is escalating, says Don Larson Jr. Yeah, you're right, Don Larson. That's what they do. Nothing was going on. This guy walks up, got to run his stupid fat mouth, acting like he's got something to say that somebody wants to hear, but nobody wants to hear his stupid fat mouth. This is why we need militias out here with us when we're recording. You think he'd come up and approach me if there were 50 men surrounding me with rifles? I don't think he would. I think he'd just let me film. I think he'd keep his damn mouth shut.
The sergeant seemingly had all the time in the world as he just stood next to the man without speaking. Occasionally, he glanced at the man, and his expression revealed disappointment in encountering a citizen who knew his rights and held his ground. The sergeant's lack of professionalism became evident when a female cop approached him for guidance on a matter related to the traffic stop. However, he was too preoccupied, only providing her with a brief instruction before resuming his focus on the dangerous man.
Ask him out to dinner, James? No, that's all right. Thank you, though. It's Sarita Police Department, Sergeant Montague.
I will.
Yeah, as long as she's okay with that.
And then we'll transport her to the casino to wait for her friend.
Of course.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
So they're going to transport her and her vehicle. Very kind of them. Rather than impounding it. No? Oh, okay. You guys don't do that anymore? You don't take them to jail either. That used to...
Since the sergeant seemed at a loss for words, one of the cops standing with them came to his defense. He told the man that they weren't violating his rights as an American citizen, they were just ensuring everyone's safety. It's ironic, considering that they made the man uncomfortable by surrounding him and keeping their eyes on him the whole time. Then the sergeant finally came up with something to say. He told the man he could film whatever he wanted as long as he kept a normal distance from them. But weren't they the ones who approached the man, and shouldn't they be the ones maintaining a safe distance?
Okay.
Things change.
Yeah, a lot of things are changing. You'll be seeing me out here a lot, Mata, so hopefully we'll have better interactions
that's fine.
in the future.
As long as you stay in the safe distance, I'm fine.
Here's the thing.
I'm fine with it.
I came to teach you. So you guys have been bossing us around long enough. You're about to meet your match, buddy.
Okay.
And, you know, we don't need to have problems with you when I come out here, but I promise you, if you try to give unlawful orders, we will have problems.
I am fine with it, as long as you don't interfere with my...
And we are working on getting militias out here with us, too, and I bet you'll keep your mouth shut when that happens.
That's fine. That's fine.
I've been doing this for years, and if I could just film and have you guys leave us alone, we wouldn't be asking militias to come out with us.
I'm not arguing with you or anything, but you gotta see our point of view.
We're
not bothering you. Look we deal with a lot of crazy people.
So do we.
I know. But look when people are coming up on our scene, hands, pockets, like it is a concern for us, dude. We're not trying to push you out. We're just trying to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, you are. He was. He told me to back up.
I asked nicely for you to remain at a distance.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how. I can ask you nicely to put your firearm up and your taser and all your weapons because I don't feel safe with you having weapons.
Then the sergeant started lying by claiming he was perfectly fine with the man filming whatever he wanted. Just 10 minutes ago, he insisted the man had to leave. It's puzzling why he lied, given the fact that the man had everything recorded as evidence. However, making up the law certainly didn't work in this sergeant's favor today. He decided to keep a low profile and walk as far away from the man as possible. Who knows? Maybe he was thinking about another career along the way, given how hurt his ego was.
That's my
job.
It's not yours.
And it's my job to do what I'm doing. See, so I mean, we're done with the compromising thing. We're going to assert all of our rights. We've got the case law. We've got the rulings, and especially specifically here in the Ninth Circuit, we've got ruling after ruling after ruling on it.
Okay.
And we're going to be working towards personal accountability because we're tired of suing the taxpayer over what you guys are doing.
Okay.
We are going to be trying to come after you personally to make you responsible for your own actions.
You do what you must, sir.
Oh, I will.
Have a good day.
We are.
A cop pulled over a man, namely because of his tinted windshield. Not only did the cop stop him improperly, but he also parked the police car in the middle of the street, blocking traffic. If the cop had an issue with the tinted glass, he could have just written a ticket and moved on. It wasn't long until the man realized the cop had made up the tinted glass as a reason for the stop. All the cop wanted was an ego boost. He continued demanding the man's driver's license, insurance, and registration. Of course, this man knew his rights and refused to hand over these documents, which, as you can imagine, didn't sit too well with this egotistical cop.
Pulling me over. What's your name and badge number? It'll be on the documents I'm going to serve you.
No, you're going to tell me now. Your name and badge number.
So you have tinted windshield on the top there, and also you're
okay,
stopped on the
rate
road
me a
for no
ticket.
reason.
No reason? You were blocking the road. I wasn't going to go by without you waving me by.
So you're not obeying a police officer's direction for you directing the traffic?
Yeah, I did.
What's the driver license, insurance, registration?
Why are you pulling me over? What legal reason? What legal reason? That's not illegal. I'm allowed to have that. I'm allowed to have that.
Okay, you can argue all that in court. Also, driver license, insurance, registration.
No, unless it's lawful. Unless you're asking me to provide it for a lawful reason.
So
you just can't pull me over. You're blocking the road. You're telling me you pulled me over because you're blocking the road.
If you refuse to produce your name and address, you will be arrested.
I ain't giving you. Okay, then arrest me. For what? For what? Obstruction of what crime? Of what crime? What crime? What crime? What crime? What crime? For what? You just pulled me over because you were directing traffic. I followed your directives. I started to move. That doesn't matter. That's not illegal. That's loud. What are you talking about? You have tinted windows. You gonna pull yourself over? That's the stupidest I've ever heard.
The cop continued with a series of lies, making up the excuse that he stopped the man for a simple document check. This isn't the Gestapo, dude. He then physically escalated the situation, attempting to break into the man's car with the intention of arresting him.
I can't step out of the vehicle. Okay, unlock the door. I have to undo my seatbelt. Can I go and undo my seatbelt? Okay, I'm telling you right now, I can't step out. Call your sergeant.
Undo the seatbelt.
Call your sergeant.
You're under arrest.
For what?
The vehicle.
For what?
You're not producing you're not identifying yourself.
For what lawful reason? For what? I'm asking you a question. I can't walk. You hear me, sir? I can't walk. I can't walk. I can't walk, you fucking idiot. I can't walk.
Okay, undo your seatbelt.
No, I'm not. I'm doing it. You need to call your sergeant. Don't reach in my car. You don't have a fucking warrant. You can't open my door like that. Get away from me. Get away from me. You can't open my door like that.
When breaking into the man's car failed, the cop took things a step further, falsely claiming that the man was driving under the influence. He insisted that, as a road safety officer, he had to administer a sobriety test. What this cop actually needs to learn is that the uniform doesn't give him the right to lie and invent reasons to harass citizens.
It has to be pulled over for a lawful reason.
In accordance with the provisions of the criminal code, I demand that you immediately provide a sample of your breath suitable for analysis by an approved screening device and to accompany me for that purpose. You will be charged under the provisions of the criminal code if you do not comply. Do you understand?
Yeah, but that's when I'm lawfully pulled over. Do you understand? You tried to pull me out of my car. Call your sergeant. You unlawfully detained me. You're blocking the road and you're pulling me over because you're blocking the road. That doesn't make any fucking sense for a document check.